Good afternoon, campers. This is Camp Kathleen Schwartz speaking. Tank modeling classes will begin right now. Please show up at the Frustration Hut for your lessons. So, oh boy, yeah, that was stupid. So I'm waiting on my Hentech idler setup for the lower, so I can fix that crooked idler wheel issue. KingKong-rc has not been very responsive and or defensive or accusatory. Basically called me an idiot. Oh, so many people don't. Maybe they didn't notice. I don't know what to tell you. I have a little OCD. I looked at that angle of the dangle and it wasn't correct. And, you can't have misaligned wheels like that. It's just bad. It's bad. It's not good for anything. Okay? Especially my mental health. So, that being said, I started continuing on, putting some little bits and pieces. Okay, I got my little metal Schumo-kits tow hooks. Those are pretty cool. They need a little, filing and fettling to, make them fit on. But, that's the norm with cast bits. We clear masked our headlights. We got our photo etched grills on the back. Okay, these were... Why is this crooked? Why? Why am I meant to suffer? Seriously? Yeah, bunch of jackasses. How is that all? Oh, whatever. I'll deal with it. No, I won't. Back, we got liquid mask on the little white LED sticky holy things. And the mud flaps are glued on. So, with that being done, to get a solid paint job on this thing, I'm gonna paint the lower, then I'm gonna paint the upper, and I'm gonna then, turret. I'm going to do some sub-assembly type stuff here. Now, I would basically start painting this any minute now, but thanks to the always consistently crappy United States Postal Service, once my DHL International parcel, 36 euros, and they send it parcel. I was like, yeah, okay, whatever. It's still DHL, fine. They're pretty good. Nope. DHL International parcel from Axel's Model Bow. And they don't know. They're in Germany. They send it however they can send it. Once it gets to the States, they hand it to the post office. It's like this stupid FedEx and UPS Smart Post and crap. Oh, guys, stop giving things to the post office. They've proven time and again they suck hard. But either way, so all my little handles, I have 3 accessory kits from Schumo-kits coming from Germany for this, to put all little handles and tiny widgets and ding-dongs on here. So I'm probably going to wait for those to come. Someday, maybe you'll see this tank done this year. Let's hope the post office doesn't do what they did with my 2.4G Magic radio controller I ordered from Japan once, and literally lost it for 2 months. Gone. Like, I got refunded even from the eBay seller, and because I'm like, it's 2 months, dude, I can't, it was already a month. I'm like, dude, it's gone. File your claim with Japan Post or US Post, get your money back. I don't want you to be out, but I'm not a charity for RC shops in Japan, so I got my money back. And literally, it was literally 2 months after the package originally went missing. It just showed up in perfect condition. There was no damage to the label, there was no damage to the box, it was perfect. They say, oh, it gets lost if stuff, the label gets screwed up, or fine, okay, maybe someone dropped it, whatever. No, it was in perfect shape. They literally just were like, oh, what's this? Oh, it's a package. Oh, we'll deliver it. It was like, oh, it's kind of dusty. Whatever. And so I got a Christmas card once for Valentine's Day down here already. The post office here really, really sucks. I don't mind getting a Christmas card for Valentine's. So we're going to do some sub-assembly stuff here. Okay, yeah, 4 minutes of BS, and that's plenty. Let's see here. I shouldn't have glued this. I glued this thing on the front. It's like little metal bars. They get painted, metallic gray or whatever it is, or something like that. I usually don't glue any stowage on. I didn't realize this was stowage until it was too late. So stowage is always last. All the shovels and pitchforks and the KitchenAid mixer, all that kind of stuff, vibrators, whatever they're throwing on this tank, that all goes on after the fact. Look at this. We got axes. We got things I don't even know what the hell they are. The Germans have some interesting tools in here. Tow cables. Okay, so now we got like the turret ring, and we install that to the turret bottom. Then they want us to actually screw the turret down. So we're not going to screw the turret down. But we could go ahead and build the greasy ring of balls. Let's see here. Johnny Cash, Ring of Fire, Ring of Greasy Balls. I don't know if we could adapt. Turret rotation motor, recoil assembly, putting the tray. Yeah, we can't really fit that, tray into the turret until we have that thing bolted down basically to the upper hull. So that's gonna have to wait. But we can start like gluing together some stuff. We can start making these little assemblies ahead of time. We can make, the gun mantlet. We could put that together. Do those various things. And we could get a few of these things done. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna accomplish some things here because I'm friggin' sick and tired of waiting around for crap to show up in the mail. Hindsight being 2020, I would have ordered everything all at once and waited for everything to come in before starting this because I'm just causing my own frustration. And gluing those on and the armor things and yeah. Okay, well, yeah, we could put some things on the upper turret. The upper half of the turret. We can start mounting some stuff on there, putting things together. So yeah, we got plenty we can play with, and plenty we can do, and we're gonna do a mod to the turret to combat the known issue of turret sag. Since there's 10 pounds of poop shoved in a 5-pound bag, which is the upper turret, which is the turret of this thing, upper turret, whatever. This was the first tank where they just crammed everything basically into that turret, and they just were like, yeah, well, it works. The Leopard 2A6 has a ginormous turret as far as length and width go. It's big, But the problem is the plastic they used and the design ultimately they used to hold it together. It turned out too weak, and with the weight of a battery in there, it just sags down and starts hitting the engine vents that you saw there when it's rotating. So people have come up with numerous ways to fix this. Some, they go hog wild. They chop down the speaker box, they put the battery in the lower hull, they hinge the thing, and then there's other guys, and they're doing shims underneath the turret ring itself to lift it up. Neither of those really solves the issue of the turret, the turret being somewhat saggy flexible. One guy, though, he cut a slot in the upper part of the turret and then made a tab from some leftover sprue, glued that to the bottom part of the turret so they click together an index, and basically the geometry of the turret top holds the turret bottom up. It's all engineering stuff. It was very smart solution to that. We're gonna go that way. I liked it. It looked good, and I don't wanna booger up the internals of this tank and start loading back. Too much for me. Sorry. Other guys, they've done it, and they say that's the only way to do it. Or whatever. It's fine. The speaker still say, come on. Just don't make more work for yourself than you need to, unless you really hate yourself. I'm a glutton for punishment, but that's just excessive. Make 2 of these. Oh, I love a little flashing light on the top. So besides the searchlight on the M551 Sheridan, which, oh my god, I love my searchlight. This thing is a cool little orange flashy dome, for like, it's not really for combat, obviously. You don't want a giant flashing orange beacon saying shoot this way. It's for training purposes and public transportation when it's out on public roads and things as the warning. Every country has their own, requirements for warning people that a 40, 60-ton main battle tank is coming your way. Besides the shaking of the ground below you probably feel when this thing shows up. But either way, this is okay. All right, we'll build our ring of greasy balls. FYI on the greasy balls. Where's my balls? Okay, here's my sack of balls. All right, we're gonna. Oh, save that staple. You might need it for the... So, like I said in the previous video, we just take our grease, and we put a little bit of that schmoo in there and massage it into your balls so they're nice and greasy. And then you have your sack of greasy balls, and they don't run away on you. Numerous benefits. They're easier to place on the ring. They stick right there, and then you don't need to add any extra grease. Okay, I'm gonna do a turret ring and a couple other things. I'll be back. Alright, so I was feeling ambitious before tackling the ring of greasy balls. And I did the tab mod, okay? Not that hard, guys. Really easy, actually, okay? So basically, this is the part that sags. This back part, apparently, it sags. It's pretty rigid ABS. It feels fairly stout, but, statistics do not lie. And, 5 out of 10 kids addicted to Tamiya tanks will suffer sag in their days of 2A6 ownership if they don't do preventative measures. So, basically, we took the identification tab off a sprue, cut it off, sanded it smooth on the backside. I've epoxied it to the bottom. This is an ABS tab. This is an ABS lower on the turret. I couldn't find any of my plumber's ABS glue. I like using that stuff. It just melts, bonds, binds really well. Tamiya has ABS glue out now also, which is probably the same exact thing for 50,000 times the price based on the unit size. So, then what you do is you cut a little slot here in the back. Now you do it at least the thickness of that lower plastic, okay? You're better to go too high than too low. You could always sand it too low than too... Yeah, start the line. It's better to start up too high than too low, but I mean, if you want some mathematical-like sort of things here, I own a ruler. Where the hell is it? This is why I clean the workbench once in a while. Son of a... Where's my ruler? I think it's on... Yeah, it's on the truck, probably. Is it on... No, it's not on the truck. The hell's my ruler? Okay. I was going to get the ruler out and show you millimeters of how high to start that slot. But, I mean, really, if you're building it, if you have it, it's that much. There you go. Smart guys. We could all figure this out. And you Dremel with your thin, big cutoff disc and very slowly hog that out, okay? And then cut away the resulting schmoo plastic that bulges out of there, the molten liquid hot magma. You're going to slice that thing off with the hobby knife, inside and outside, sand it a little bit, and then, now this isn't fully cured yet, but it's enough that we can show you the magic. There you go. And now that little plastic tab indexes, and I got it to fit very flush with the backside of here. If I wanted to, I could sand it down, but there's actually some bits that glue down and cover this horror show. So it's fine. And that will then have the strength of this upper part of the hull, resisting the bottom half of it from sagging and grinding on your engine deck. So there you go, guys. It's on YouTube now for all to see how to do. And if this big oaf can do it, anybody, this is easy. This is easy stuff. Alright, so that, I feel accomplished enough now that I have the morale to play with the greasy sack of balls. And guys, yeah, you've seen me do this before. I'm not going to waste any time of making you watch building it. Really, I mean, it's very basic. You know, the ring, and then the thing, and then the balls, and then the thing, and the other balls, and the ring, and there you go. Don't worry, I'll make it look easy. I'll be right back. Okay, we have a completed ring of greasy balls. The turret rotation ring. Super smooth, as usual with these. I love that. Look at that thing. I mean, it's not quite a $500 turntable made of solid wood and aluminum and things. But yeah, that's the meat and potatoes. Parts avalanche over here on the side. Okay. And they want us to bolt that. No, this doesn't fit. Oh, yeah, I gotta cut out the thing. Yeah, they want us to bolt this down to this, and then bolt this down to the upper hull. We're not gonna bolt it to the upper hull. We're going to put it on here, and we'll sort of, kind of build the turret-ish as much as we can so that we could, like, paint it somewhat. And like I said, I'm on hold for some things. Things, damn it. Things take time to get here. I need them now. I need all hobby parts, all aftermarket, everything should be on Amazon Prime. Just please. Unless they're using the post office to deliver the Prime package. Then you're screwed. Okay. So yeah, we'll bolt that on, and I'll come back with something built. I don't know what it'll be. I might flip 5 pages forward and just start putting things together. But yeah, we'll show something happening. BRB. Oh, guys, you missed a really good fit I just about had. Damn GoPro app didn't want to reconnect to the camera. Okay, so I got some stuff done. We got our recoil system here. They've done this before. They've done this on a couple different tanks. Like the 551 I liked, it had a servo recoil, which is cool. People probably prefer that. And my app froze up again. I can't, seriously. Come on. Okay, well, whatever. And turret rotation motor. You built one, you built them all. I'm not aware of them ever using anything different than this exact thing for probably the last 15 years worth of tanks, probably. I mean, any modern full option. And when I say modern, I mean built after the 80s, like something fairly current. And then we got our little tray here, with our battery tray, with our barrel elevation servo, and our little travel micro switch here for 4-2 the thing. Probably, it tells you, hey, lift the barrel up because we're about to hit the engine deck. So that's how it does that cool little magic trick. And seriously, with this stupid GoPro app, it's like, I'm sorry, I'm touching the camera, it's gonna make noise. Yeah, we're good, it's all there. So we've got those. Like I said, we're gonna do this kind of sub-assembly style. On a lighter note, Andy from Andy's Hobby Headquarters was just in Germany for a cool trip. That looked awesome, Andy. I'm jealous. VIP treatment, tank museum, got to climb around and everything like a little kid without permission. He looked like he was having a blast. And he got back and he has an M551 Sheridan Full Option RC, kit. And he said, oh, I'm going to get building this in the next couple weeks or something like that. Andy, I already built it. I have the video. Yours is going to be much more professionally done, with better, you have the opening little cartoon with you popping out of the little cartoon Andy. I love that little. It's silly. It's childishly like you drew with crayons, but it's cool. I like it. Either way, we're gonna see what he does with it. I can't wait for the static model to come out of that thing, because then I'm gonna hopefully be able to order the parts and have some photo etch RPG fencing in the front of my 551 Sheridan, which will summarily get destroyed and ripped off if I ever drove it in anything but carpet or smooth floors or something like that. So yeah, let's get building on this gun manlet. This looks nice and complicated, as is most of this tank is fairly complex. Yeah, whoa, this is cool. Okay, so we're gonna have this episode. We're gonna have the whole gun barrel assembly completed, but not installed in the lower turret. I got to figure out how I'm painting this thing. I like to do it nice, so we'll do what we got to do it nice. So I'm gonna build this little guy right here, and do this stuff here, and then we're gonna call it quits for tonight, I think. And maybe in the off camera, I will start painting things. But I really don't need it. I want my Hentech idler system to show up. That's coming in from Edo Armor. So I think it shipped out Friday, I'm pretty sure. They were very busy there. They have day jobs. It's not a full-time thing, I think. It's a few guys ordering a few parts from them every now and then. Unless they're having a sale or something. So that should be here soon. I don't want to start reefing on that lower hull with drill bits and all sorts of abrasive whatever I have to use to drill the holes out where there used to be the little splined thing for the old-style tensioner systems. I don't want to really beat on that after I have it painted, so I'm going to wait for that idler setup to come in. And also, my damn parts from Germany, well, my Schumo-kits parts are in UPS La La Land. So, either way, I'm going to build a gun. I'm going to shut the hell up, back to work. And you'll see the big gun once we're done. And then a little rant, and then we'll say goodnight. Alright, later guys. We'll be right back. Ooh. Alright, ladies, look at this. Here's the big stick. There you go. I believe of all of the modern battle tanks running the Rheinmetall derived or similar 120 millimeter main gun, I think the Leopard 2 has the longest one. Yeah, the Germans have the longest one. Yes, this is longest. It is in base. Yeah. The American one's a little shorter, and same for the Japanese. Even shorter, I think. Even shorter. Sort of follows with the theme of South Park. But yeah, no, the Germans got the longest. So yeah, this is cool. Fairly intricate upper. A little part of here, this turret, the barrel shroud. Mantlet! Damn it, mantlet! It has a nice metal pin that goes through here. Metal. And it's secured by this little guy that holds your IR battle light if you so choose to do it. But this little metal hinge is very nice. The Abrams has a moving piece similar to this, a little smaller. Again, the Germans is bigger. But it's all plastic, and it's very, very weak. This is just a nice little feature. Barrel, again, ginormous machine gun tube also. I mean, they just had the longest of everything. That is one massively long machine gun tube. So that's in there. I epoxied the machine gun light in. Again, guys, the epoxy, this minute quick set stuff, it's great for anything with clear parts. It causes zero fog. It's practically crystal clear when it dries. It's a tiniest bit of cloudiness to it, but nowhere near the shit show you get. Oh, pardon me. With crazy glue fog. This thing just spins like crazy. It's so nice. I was considering attaching the turret to the upper hull, because I can leave the rotation motor out and just rotate this guy around as I need to paint. That's actually how I painted my Abrams, I think. Maybe the 551 as well. I like that. It works out well if you just leave out the rotation motor until the last minute. But this guy, I don't know. There's so much stuffing going into this Thanksgiving turkey here that I'm not sure. There's some parts that kind of... Yeah, I mean, it might be pretty difficult to get the turret rotation motor in after the fact if we put all this other garbage in here. These guys... And then I was thinking, okay, I'll do that, but then once you put some of this stuff in here, you can't get through here to secure the 4 screws down from the upper hull to the speaker box inside. Yeah, she's a little complicated piece of work here. And I got some more little... There's some Schumo-kits parts in these steps. So I think we're done for the night. Again, I'm held up a bit here in the build by the delivery time frames of required bits and pieces. And I mean, really, what delayed me the most is dealing with the damn KingKong-rc chassis. If that thing was just a perfect copy of the Tamiya chassis, the way it was, like we showed you, little angles are off a little bit here and there, but it makes a huge difference. If those were perfect, I would have been damn near done with this tank by now already. Ian, how do you build so fast? I don't know. I don't think I build all that fast. Somebody asked me, how do you build it so fast? I don't know. The M551 took 30 days, and that's not working. I have a day job. That's neglecting my wife and dog and cats massively to be down in the basement with the camera and now my new fancy light umbrella things, which I think this looks pretty good, except for the disaster area. Yeah, I don't know. I think I build at a normal pace-ish. I don't know. Whatever. Maybe you just build slow, guy. I'm sorry. I don't know. You savor it. First of all, these tanks ain't cheap. I'm just burning through building these things. Sooner or later, I'm either gonna... Well, sooner rather than later, I'm going to run out of money. I'm going to run out of tanks to build, because Tamiya has only made so many of these things. I might have to start getting into something other than Tamiya tanks. Oh, no, man. I really don't want to build anything other than Tamiya tanks. I love Tamiya tanks. They're my fave. But, there's some other companies coming out with tanks, but they're ready to run. Ready to run. I mean, whatever. We've gone over that in previous videos. I'm just playing with a spare little track links that we're going to throw in the front of it. Little rubber pads. Coolness. Very nice. So yeah, that's it for tonight. If you have any requests other than for me to stop talking at all, basically during my videos, just let me know in the comments below. Like, subscribe. Somebody tell Andy to watch my build video on the 551. I mean, I don't think he has 8 spare hours going, but he may get a kick out of it. Who knows? Yeah, exactly. Let's get Andy to subscribe to my channel. There you go. I have a goal. I want Andy to subscribe to my channel. Just for the sake of it. Just as a, a kind gesture. But if he's subscribing to my channel, then, it's on him. If I said that 4-letter S word once or twice in a video, it could, reflect badly. Whatever. Everyone makes decisions on who they subscribe to. It's kind of like, you subscribe to certain things. People see you subscribe to this. They go, this guy's a loony bin, or this guy's an a-hole, this guy's a that. I don't know. I want Andy to subscribe to my channel. I really do. I'd be very happy if he would do that. I would order some kits from him, for sure. He just started selling online or whatever, over the phone, internet, something like that. So, hey, I'll order all my X28 thinners and glues and paints and all that good stuff. I'm happy to support the guy's small business. So, either way, yes, we are done, and we have determined the Germans, in World War II, they built some pretty ostentatious things. I mean, they built some pretty obnoxiously proportioned weapons. And, there was like, just make it bigger! Bigger! That never really left the Germans 100% after World War II. It had to bigger! No, not big enough. Needs bigger. Needs bigger gun. And yeah, we'll just scare the Russians back in the Cold War. Honestly, it worked, I guess, because, that never happened. And these things got... there's countries all over the world that bought these things up after Europe started de-arming. And, they're all running around. These giant German tank schlongs are just swinging all over the world. So, there we go. There you go. That's my slightly inappropriate joke for the night to close the video. So, you guys have a great night. And keep building and all that. What is that Tavares guy said? Wrench every day. Yeah, something. Build, model every day. Do a little bit. Do something. It keeps you sane. It's cheaper than therapy. Well, with health insurance, considering the copays, I'd probably have to go to therapy for, I don't know how many dozens of sessions before the tank actually became cheaper than going to therapy. I'll have to check with my insurance plan on that one. The therapy might actually be cheaper, but I prefer the tanks, definitely. Less comfortable chair. The stool's kind of... Oh, yeah. One of those cheap Amazon, the padding turns into nothing after 5 minutes of sitting in it. So, I'm going to get my hot butt out of the stool, upstairs, and doing my computer thing. Alright, guys. Have a good night. Peace.